creative parking at its best, but it works. And good morning, everybody. Join me on the side of the highway here. Had to pull over just so I could get this shot. I just picked up this U-Haul auto transport. So today we're going on a road trip to pick up a new project. This is also going to be kind of a mileage update and show how the Rivian does on a road trip, specifically while towing, with the flated air topper on it. And a surprise at the end is going to see what we're bringing home here. Obviously, on the way down, we don't have much weight here. There's no aerodynamic changes with the trailer, so this is going to be towing with weight only, just to see how it does. And we'll hop in here. We're going to be driving a round trip about 600 miles. So in here, we started this morning with 100% charge. Right now we are down to, oh, let's see, where are we at? We are currently at 92%. We had to drive a little ways to get here to pick the trailer up, but we've got our energy monitor. This is how much we used to get here. 11.8 kilowatt hours, drove 17 miles. Unfortunately, the U-Haul dealer next to where we live was unable to accommodate the trailer. So we've got the trailer calculating. There's really no brake gain you can set up on these U-Haul trailers. The brakes are on and off. You can see tire pressures there, everything's normal. And we're going to be going up and down in elevation, so it's going to give a well-rounded representation of what we can expect here. And we're going to be running air conditioning and everything. It's going to be a warm day today, currently only 70 degrees, but I've got our route set here to the next charging stop. It's a Rivian Adventure Network. Now this is a very pessimistic view. Roll the windows up as the trucks go by. Turn this off. This gives us a very pessimistic view of what we can expect for range, but I think we're going to do quite a bit better based on my last towing experience. This is kind of the worst case scenario, so I don't usually play on those rules, but we've got 138 miles to go to our first stop, and then the next stop will be another 100 miles plus or minus, and then the next stop where we're actually going to pick up our car, that's going to be another 30 miles. But the final destination, we have no charging infrastructure. The best we could do is a 120 outlet and a portable cord, so that'll help us overnight, take some of the edge off. But this is going to be a fun road trip. We're going to experiment. We're going to get the new car. So thanks for joining us today. Let's get rolling. All right, we are here at our first rest stop. We are, how far have we gone? We're only 70 miles into this, getting 1.43 miles per kilowatt hour. Been on the road for an hour, 15 minutes. And as you can see, we have been climbing. the whole time. The truck is measuring, the trailer's about 3,000 pounds, and as I recall, U-Haul auto transports by themselves are right at 3,000 pounds. We're very close to it. So let's see. We're gonna check our drive stats. Looking pretty good. 1.48 miles per kilowatt hour. We've gone 87 miles total. Just cruising right along. We've got Gear Guard Gary. He's got a smile on his face. He starts to sweat and do some funny things there. This latest update, they've really animated him. We have consumed 62 and a bit kilowatt hours. So let's see how much farther. We've still got 67 miles to go to get to our charger. This is still showing in the red, but we are at 53% charge. So we're gonna take a rest, just get out of the truck, stretch my legs a bit. And we'll make sure that everything is hooked up properly still. We haven't everything still looks good down here. Nothing's flying around. I should probably tie those straps down. Forgot to do that. Everything's looking good, so I'm going to take a little stroll and we'll get back on the road soon. And we are at our charger. For once, the trailer spot was not blocked. So here's our stats so far. Battery's nice and toasty. We've got 4,300 feet, so we're coming down in elevation. And let's see, what was our drive? So far, we've consumed 104 kilowatt hours, 1.54 miles per kilowatt hour. And we pulled in here, we've got 21%. So while the initial estimation was a little pessimistic, we're pretty close. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do kind of a deep charge. I don't know how long we're gonna be here, so I'm just gonna set it to 100, and when we're done, we're done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing plugged in. This one is 55 cents per kilowatt hour. It's a little on the pricey side. Almost got it in straight. It's fine. Everything's still hooked up. And one thing that I noticed about the air topper here, I didn't put the tailgate Velcro strap on, so it just kind of pushes in a little bit with the wind, but that's okay. Didn't really need it on there. It's not exactly a stormy day. Let's see. Are we charging? There it goes. We're getting 198 kilowatts. So we should get a pretty good charging session here. But we are gonna walk over here to this food truck lot. We're gonna grab some lunch. Say hi to Birch. All right, lunch, refreshing beverage. Let's see where we're at on the charge. All right, charging speed reduced. We're at 88%. Let's check it out. We're going to turn that off for a second. Energy monitor. Oh, sweet. So this shows you we're still charging at 42 kilowatts. You can see the charging curve. That's really cool that they put that in the latest update. So we've added 95 kilowatt hours, and this is what I mean by a little bit pricey. So we're gonna go ahead and probably call it at 90%. It's a deep charge. We didn't really need to go this high, but that's okay. All right, we just kicked off, cost $53. That is fairly pricey, but relative to a tank of fuel, it's not bad. All right. Let's see, how long were we here? Those are our charging stats. 53 minutes it took us from 20 something percent to 90%. I really like this graph. 97 kilowatt hours. All right. So now we're gonna hop back on the road. Let's see, we've been driving for 2.5 hours with the trailer. So we're gonna plan our next stop about 100 miles away at a supercharger. And we are here. Went 252.2 miles with the trailer and 1.56 miles per kilowatt hour. Consumed 162 kilowatt hours. Took us 4 hours and 45 minutes of driving, plus about an hour on the charger. We stopped at a Tesla supercharger about 30 miles back. We didn't need to charge, but happened to be at a grocery store, so we stopped to get some supplies for the house that we're staying in, which has nothing here, so we wanted to grab everything we needed. And we are currently at 58% battery. And let's see here. And this is the last energy monitor, our stats at 1.61 from the last Rivian station we were at. It was 78.9 kilowatt hours. And we kept Gear Guard Gary with a smile on his face. Of course, the last little bit of the trip we were coming downhill, so it kept our efficiency up. So on the return trip, we're going to be going back up that hill. And nothing left to do now but to get this thing unhooked, parked right here, and I'm going to go ahead and park the truck under the carport over there, and we're going to go inside, grab a nice cold beverage. Now the house we're staying in has this nice carport where we can park, and through the window here we have access to 120 volt outlet, just a 15 amp circuit, but it is a means of delivering electricity to the truck. Not the most ideal charging method, but it does work. You just need to get electricity from the wall into the battery. So we're getting 1.3 kilowatts. It will take a very long time, but we are not here to charge this thing quickly. We're here for a few days. I just want to make sure that we have a means of collecting some additional range on the truck before we head out. So for now, that's it. Time to go enjoy our evening. And good morning, everybody. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Take a little stroll here. We're getting ready to hook the trailer back up, but I have to introduce you to the new member of our family. This is why we're here. This is the Bill Bug, affectionately known. This has been a 3-generation family-owned car, bought brand new in 1965. Bill Sr. drove it for about 30 years, and then Bill Jr. drove it for about 30 years, and now Birch is going to drive it. This is a 1965 Volkswagen Beetle, about as basic as they came. He's not perfect, he's got some flaws, he's been driven, but we're going to make sure that it gets the love and attention it requires. Just a little bit of interior work necessary. We've got some wear and tear, but he runs good, he drives good, and we are going to load him up on that trailer and haul it home with the Rivian. So next step, get the trailer hooked up to the truck and get this show on the road. And right on brand, we were off like a herd of turtles this morning. I just now picked up the camera and was able to start filming as we are at our first charging stop. We're at a Tesla supercharger here. We are currently charging at 117 kilowatts, showing 66%. And our next stop is Rivian Adventure Network that is 87 miles away. So this says we can make it, pessimistically, but this leg of the trip happens to be uphill the entire way. We're going to be gaining, let's see how much. We're going to be gaining about 1,500, 2,000 feet in elevation from start to finish. Plus we're going to hit a peak of about 5,500 feet on top of one of the hills. We are currently still averaging 1.5 miles per kilowatt hour. We are a total of 342 miles into this entire journey, 7.5 hours behind the wheel. That includes some driving without the trailer as well. So we are here getting juiced up. It is a very warm day. It is, what was the temperature? It is currently 93 degrees Fahrenheit. We have the Bill Bug loaded on the trailer. We even have stuff loaded in the Bug because we needed the extra space. And stuff back here. Let's open this up. A lot of things in the back of the truck we want to keep out of the weather, so that's where the air topper comes in. Just give it a quick walk around. I'm going to check all the straps and the safety chains. Everything is good. And this Tesla supercharger is not ideal for towing, so I had to park creatively. Luckily we're on the very end stall. Everybody else is down there. When we got here I had to wait for a nice family that was using this charger, so they were nice enough to let me know that they only had a few minutes left, so we were able to plug in right away almost. So we're going to juice this thing up to probably about 80%. I want to have more than adequate range going uphill, and then we'll get back on the road. And we are just about to kick off at 80%. There's our charging stats. Took 23 minutes. So once this thing clicks, we're going to unhook and get out of here. Creative parking at its best, but it works. That cooling fan is just absolutely screaming. It is hot out here. Alright, just hit 80%. And it just kicked off. Full stats. Alright, let's get unhooked and get out of here. Sometimes you just have to pull over at a vista point and admire the view. right, we are here. This is, let's see, our drive stats right here. Did 1.31 miles per kilowatt hour, 114 miles so far today. And we are going to charge up. Let's see, I'm not sure exactly how much we'll need. This is relatively new territory, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit 100, and we are going to step over to the food truck, grab some lunch. Ice cold beverage. It is still 91 degrees outside, and the cooling system is working overtime to keep this thing cooled off. So we're going to get plugged in, get charging, and then we're going to go recharge ourselves. And we are charging. What are we pulling right now? 68 kilowatts, 77. It's ramping up. 109, 124. All right. So we're getting charged. The bill bug is attracting more attention, so we're going to go talk to this gentleman that wanted to know more information, and then we're going to go over and grab some food.
Pickles. You got coleslaw? You got barbecue sauce?
Alright. Lunch has been consumed. We are nearly fully charged. We are at 83% currently. The cooling system is absolutely screaming. It is so hot out here. It's struggling to keep the battery cool. Let's see. Now we're at 84%. So let's go. Let's go ahead and kill it at 85, and then we'll get out of here. That did not take long at all to charge. We've been here 38 minutes, it looks like, and it's going to cost $45 and some change. And it just clicked off. So here is our charging graph. It actually did pretty good, but obviously it was pretty hot. Slowed down a little bit. Got 84 kilowatt hours out of this one. So let's get unhooked. We're back on the road. Ooh, that connector is hot. Holy cow. $45.75. Back on the road. Alright, we pulled into a quick rest stop here. Been driving for about 70 miles since we last charged. Here's our stats. 1.24 miles per kilowatt hour, 65 miles I guess is how far we've gone. And let's see here. Temperature's looking good. The cooling system has been working overtime to cool down that battery so we can get to our next charging stop, which is just ahead actually. It's coming up 21 miles. So we don't have far to go. And that charging stop we don't need, but I want to put a little extra in because after we are done and unload the bug off the trailer, I have to drive another 30 miles to drop off the trailer. So total trip 495 miles so far, 1.48 miles per kilowatt hour average. We've consumed 334 kilowatt hours. I have spent over 10 hours behind the wheel. So take a quick breather, stretch my legs, and then we will be back on the road. And we're at our final charging stop. There are our stats. And 4,500 feet, we're going to begin descending back down to home, which is only about 3,000 feet. 515 miles so far. And we're going to charge this up to about 70-75% because I need the extra range for after we unload the bug when we get home. Need to take the U-Haul trailer back, and it was probably the least convenient U-Haul rental because I have to drive about 15-20 miles to take it back and then turn around and come right back home. So I'm going to be behind the wheel for the remainder of the evening. This Rivian charging stop isn't so bad. It's at a gas station. They've got pull-through chargers, complete with trash cans and squeegees and everything. And then you've got your market and all your amenities right over there. Yeah. So we're just going to be here for a few minutes until we get this thing juiced up. Just going to have to get some bugs off the front of the truck here. Charging at just over 200 kilowatts. This one, like the last one, just over 50 cents per kilowatt hour. A little on the pricey side, but that's okay. We won't be here that long. Alright. Alright, just about finished up here. That's our charging session. Just took us 19 minutes to get everything juiced up. That should give us more than enough range to get home, get the U-Haul trailer back, and not pull into the driveway completely out of juice. I don't like doing that. And we just clicked. That one was $29. Battery is nice and toasty. That was a really good charging session actually. It held high speeds the whole time. So the battery cooling is running. And we are back on the road. Alright, we are back. Just dropping off the trailer at the U-Haul store. Did 591.5 miles, 1.48 miles per kilowatt hour. That's actually not bad. So, all in all, about a 25% range reduction. So, just have to get unhooked.
Oh, you couldn't have done it.
Good morning, everybody. It's the next day. We got home a little bit late last night after dropping off the car hauler. Got everything set, everything unloaded. So an update on the flated air topper. Kept all of our cargo out of the elements. Everything was clean, did not get blown away. It was nice and secure. The bill bug made it home. We got it unloaded. We had to get home, unload it real fast, and then get the trailer back to the U-Haul store. So that was kind of a NASCAR pit stop, just quick unload it and then haul it back. So we did a total of, let's see here, did a total of 606 miles with this entire trip. Averaged 1.49 miles per kilowatt hour. I spent over 12.5 hours behind the wheel. We consumed 408 kilowatt hours in total. So it was a big trip. And this whole trip, over 600 miles, we had to stop and charge 5 times at public DC fast chargers. At least 2 of them were overcharges. We didn't have to stay there as long as we did, but we needed the extra juice for extra errands and things. We spent a total at 5 charging stops, spent a total of $182 round trip in fuel. So that's what, 30 cents a mile, plus or minus, for a full multi-state road trip, towing a trailer, bringing the bug back. I think that was pretty reasonable, and we were able to maintain highway speeds very comfortably. I would argue that towing with an EV is much more comfortable. Had I taken the gas truck that we have, our Ford, we would have spent significantly more money, and it would have been far less comfortable because it's not as good and capable up the hills. Braking down the hills is less competent, let's say. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. We're home now. We're gonna get started on the bug. If you have questions, comments on the bug, if you want to see more of it, don't worry, it will be back. That is now a special family project. It is now the family heirloom vehicle. We are going to do everything with that car on camera, with the entire family wanting to see more of that car. You know, they're used to seeing it in town and everything. We're going to make sure that it's out there for everybody to enjoy. We're going to be participating in a lot of activities, car shows, cars and coffee, but we're going to first and foremost get it restored back to its former glory. So the bill bug will be back. You will see far more of it. For now, I'm going to go get something cold to drink. It is currently 99 degrees out here, I believe. It is very toasty. But before I do that, I'm gonna make a trip to the car wash and handle this. Let's go get this thing cleaned up and parked. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you soon.